All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Baruch HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like to Akim Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit with another video, Modern Day Madness and Prophecies. All right, and for this one, there's this one clip that's pretty long, so I'm probably going to start with that, dealing with the, how the Federal Reserve, and there ain't not a goddamn thing federal about it. The elite set up a system to rule over the populace and keep us as their indebted servants, okay, which is why we need to be freed from it. We will be freed from it at the return of Yahweh Shai, but until then, quite literally, we are still servants, whether people want to acknowledge that or not. This system was not set up on American pride and honest labor. It was set up on slavery, deception, and Satanism. All right, that ought to be the name of a goddamn building. All right, because that's where Esau dwells. So let's start with this clip. Actually, it's a pretty long clip.
Why am I wearing a burglar bikini top? Because no one is allowed inside the Fed. Not you, not me, no American citizen, no duly elected member of our Congress, not the Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, not the Justice Department, not the CIA, DIA, FBI, ATF, EDE, NBC, not even G-O-D. How come the government isn't allowed inside its own building? Government? The Fed is a private bank owned by private stockholders. Do not let the name Federal fool you. This place is about as Federal Express. A private bank? Private? Let's keep your voice down, pal.
This is Ethan, Federal Reserve.
Hey, Heath, Bill here, First National.
Hi there, Bill. How are you?
Good. We're running a little low on money.
No problem. How much you need?
Oh, how does 20 million sound? What?
Excellent. We'll ship it over first thing tomorrow.
Wait, he can just call up the Fed and ask for more money and they give him whatever they want? No, pal. The Fed don't give the banks money. The Fed loans the banks money. The banks have to pay it back with interest. Now, come on, time to go. Wait. I still don't understand. Where does the Fed get their money? I mean, if they're a private bank. You said they're a private bank, right? Okay, so who puts money into the Fed bank?
This is Mel, United States Mint.
Hi, ML. First National needs another 20 millis.
We're already running the presses full steam here, Ethan.
Gotta keep making loans. Gotta keep the money flowing.
All right, you're the Fed. Whatever you guys say. 20 million more. We're mourning.
But I don't get it. What's so wrong about the Fed printing money? Because it's unconstitutional, pal. Our Treasury is supposed to create our money, but now the Fed controls the printing of America's money. Nobody gets a friggin' dollar that the Fed didn't print. So, they print the money, then they loan it to the government, then they charge the government interest, then the government taxes you to pay for it. Wake up, pal. Quickly, take my home. Show it. Wait, show me what? Where are we going? Stand of Liberty! Right on the whole wind! Where are we? Battle of Waterloo! Hold on, we gotta get through! A money machine! There it is!
So just dealing with the first part, they were breaking into that government building, and come to find out, the Fed is not owned by the United States. It is ran through outside means. All right, and we're Slakia. This scripture right here, Sirach 26 and 29, it says, "A merchant shall hardly keep himself from doing wrong, and an huckster shall not be freed from sin." All right, Esau is in the position of a merchant. He's control of all the merchandise and money that's in God daggone rotation. That's in the curses. It says we're going to have to go to him and these heathen for all things. And does he do right with this? No, he does wrong. Why? Because he's a fucking demon. All right, you're exchanging your time and your life force for pieces of paper that are not real. It's not real resources or money. It's not gold or silver. It's not land or animals. Hell, it's not people. You're being given pieces of paper that soon are about to be returning to their true value, which is nothing. Let's go back.
Bagger men from Germany flying under the banner of the Red Sheet. They finance both sides of the war. We must hurry! That's him, the Red Shield courier. Shoot him! No! I'm not shooting anyone. Damn it, High. What? He beat everyone back with the news of the war fights when England and Napoleon won. The Red Shield backers in London pretended that England was doomed and started selling their English stocks. The English went into a selling frenzy to get rid of worthless English money. But the English won, right? Of course they won, but it was a trick by Red Shield. They waited until the stocks plummeted to pennies and then bought England back for nearly nothing. What? Is that how? When the English leaders found out, they had no choice but to give themselves over to the Red Shield. Their money was gone and they were slaves to the Red Shield war debt. Since that time, the English have been paying their national taxes directly to the Red Shield private bankers, and the people have no idea. But the bankers bragged about what they did to us, laughing at us all the way to the bank.
Why, it's the best business I've ever done. If I can control a nation's wealth, I cannot who makes its laws.
Oh, is this what Jefferson wanted to show me? No. They're in America, too? The Red Shield banks are here, Pie. Seeking a way to conquer our American dream. The dream you have, Pie. Free men. They tried to take over our country many times and failed because Jefferson and the Patriots vowed to stop the evil tyrants at all costs. By authoritative, eternal God, he would not let the bankers win here. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. We must make our choice.
Now, this is the part, that they're going off on, because, the people who put together this skit, they're still hopeful in America. The presidents was all in on it too. All right, so yes, this country is bought out and owned by the Amalekite elites, all right, in Europe.
Between economy and liberty, or profusion and servitude. Wow. I place economy among the first and most important of Republican virtues, and public debt is the greatest of the dangers to be feared. It is incumbent on every generation to pay its own debts as it goes. In 1910, a secret meeting was held at J.P. Morgan Estate on Jekyll Island off the coast of Georgia. This meeting was so secretive, so concealed from government and public knowledge that the 10 attendees used code names.
I am clearly the richest man, so I should be the one to run the super-secret central bank. I own all the oil in America. I'm clearly richer than you will ever be, hula girl. I should run the super-secret central bank. You're nothing compared to me, lube job. I shall run the secret bank. Silence! Supreme Master Leader, I didn't know you were gonna be here.
I'm not. Neither are you, dumbass.
Oh yeah, right. He's so smart.
None of you shall run the bank. We have failed in the past because of openness. This time, the key to success is secrecy. The people must believe that they run the bank.
Yes, brilliant! A sneak attack. What's the plan?
We first create panic, then we show them the solution. With our man in office and well-planned timing, we will have our central bank. And so the people think it is theirs. We shall christen it federal. The Federal Reserve. They struck on December 23rd, 1913. When most of our Congress were at home eating fruitcake, these bastards, bankers, presented their treasonous act to their newly elected accomplice, Woodrow Wilson, who had fortuitously already agreed to sign it before he was even elected. Wait, the IRS? I thought we always had the IRS. No, pal. They did this to us too. The Fed now has the exclusive power to print America's money. They loan this money to our banks and our government at interest, putting immediate debt on our own history.
Now, this is going to be out of the law. You know, that was a pretty long video, but this is going to be out of the law. Deuteronomy 23:19. It says, "Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother, usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury." So now, amongst our law, you know, we're not supposed to be overtaxing each other, right? Which niggas be doing, going the hell off. But you know, this place, they claim that we're all one nation, we're all American, but they don't keep that here. This is how this devil keeps all of us. You know, you can never just get your head above water. You're always just behind the 8 ball, as they say. Why is that? Because this man has the whole financial system in his pocket. All right, that video said a whole lot.
Hey, Hartman.
And it, you know, you can't make this shit up, as they say. All right, let me get the next two. I'm gonna combine them together.
Not religious, man, but one of the stories out of the Bible, one of the most famous stories is what? It's Adam and Eve. What did Eve bite? She bit the apple. Look at the logo on your fucking phones. It's a bitten apple. So therefore, everybody biting that bitch right now.
You know what I said on the rhyme? I said, most people holding their phones, 2 hands holding your phone, it's like you pray to it.
Yeah.
Think about it, like that's what you're actually doing. You're actually sitting there and praying to this device.
It's a cell phone, baby. It's a cell phone for a reason. You're prisoner to the phone. You're in a cell.
You know why it's worse than dope? Because at some point on dope or on any other substance abuse, you actually realize that you're hitting rock bottom. You will never realize you're hitting rock bottom.
But he said in Social Dilemma, he had a great line. He says, how are you going to know the Matrix if you don't know you're in the Matrix?
Not the other great line.
The users.
He said the only 2 industries that call their customers users is software companies and drug dealers.
Illegal drugs. We live in a world of criticizing thinkers. I come from a world of being a critical thinker. I like to listen. I like to look at shit, break it down, and then so when someone get to talking shit, you go, okay, that's cool. I appreciate that, and I acknowledge your opinion, but what about this? Well, I say, look, I'm not religious, man, but one of the stories, Adam and Eve, what did Eve bite? She bit the apple. Look at the logo.
So Pitbull and them just said all that they said. You know, so you see basically the technology given to these people that Esau don't give a fuck about helping people. It's set to brainwash. And so everybody has all this technology and they've been rocked to sleep in the Matrix, getting closer and closer to what? All right, let's see.
Right.
This is actually a modified version of a clip from a video game, Metal Gear Solid 2, for, you know, you brothers that used to play back in the day. But they hit the point right here.
Are you having fun playing with the new AI toys?
Well, yeah, I am. You can make pictures of cute anime girls and...
Enjoy it while it lasts, Raiden.
What do you mean?
Did you really think that civilians would...
I'm sorry, y'all. This game was made back in like 2004. Or 2004 or 2005, if I remember correctly. But even this video game was talking about shit that we're dealing with to this day, now in 2023. All right, and like I said, this clip was edited a little bit because I remember this scene in the video game. They didn't exactly say all these words and have this exact conversation, but things were of a similar effect, if you will.
be granted unrestricted access to such powerful military weapons forever?
Military weapons? Are you implying that this technology was created by the government?
Of course it was. This AI technology has been used by the intelligence agencies to warp the public's perception of reality for years. All in the name of national security, of course.
But why would they suddenly make the tech public and let everyone start using it?
Why would we indeed, Raiden?
What? Who? What in the hell are you?
Your complicit media. No one will be able to tell the difference between interacting with an AI.
I'm sorry, y'all, I'm fucking up.
Security measures. War on misinformation. By name of national security, of course.
But why would they suddenly make the tech public and let everyone start using it?
Why would we indeed?
Right here, I was trying to pause it right here when that skull face came up. All right, you see that inner demon in him. And the thing about this video game character, you play as the nigga on the right-hand side, Raiden. He's an assassin ninja. You figured it out. But here it is. The whole time you thought you were taking orders from your mans, the general, and come to find out it was literally an AI. Come to find out.
What? Who? What in the hell are you?
your question is irrelevant. By creating a new problem, we can cultivate a desired reaction to it in order to manufacture consent for our preferred solutions. In short, it's justification for a war.
A war? On who or what?
A war on misinformation. By arming the public with these AI weapons, everyone becomes a potential enemy combatant. Then we will have justification for unprecedented security measures. It all comes down to confusion and identity, Raiden.
Identity?
Identity. This AI technology is Pandora's box. Pretty soon the internet will be mired in total illusion. Perfect AI speech, audio, and video synthesis will drown out reality. Technology is Pandora's box. Pretty soon the internet will be mired in total illusion. Perfect AI speech, audio, and video synthesis will drown out reality. Then AI bots will flood social media. No one will be able to tell the difference between interacting with an AI machine or a real human online. Even telephone calls will become totally untrustworthy. That is when we will present our solution. Mandatory digital identity verification for all humans at all times. The only way to ensure that you're dealing with a real flesh and blood human being and not an AI-generated mirage.
But why?
Total information control. For too long, the internet has acted as a double-edged sword. Its potential for anonymous user activity allows anyone at all to spread any thoughts, ideas, or information patterns that they please with impunity. State secrets, dangerous ideas, ludicrous conspiracy theories, misinformation, and disinformation. Until now, there has been no easy solution to this problem. Our digital identity platform will finally put an end to anonymity online. It will allow us to trace misinformation and other dangerous communications to its source and exact appropriate justice.
That's crap! I won't go along with it, and others will resist.
You won't have a choice, Raiden. Do you think your bank is willing to risk doing business with an artificial human instead of a real one? Our digital identity platform will be required not only to access web services, but to pay for your internet connection in the first place.
You can't just censor the entire internet because of a new software technology. Who are you to define what's misinformation anyways?
That sounds like something a misinformation terrorist would say.
I know about the deep fakes you've been making of me, Raiden.
What? No, I was just adjusting the AI settings and...
Controlling the output of generative AI technology is simple. We will create context for its use. First, we will censor any use related to social taboos. Then we will censor anything else that we desire. If anyone complains, we will accuse them of wanting to engage in or promote social taboos.
That's what it means to create context.
We will corral the use of AI by making appeals to bias, ethics, and copyright laws. You will still have access to generative AI in some form, but it will be crippled, limited, controlled, and it will be monitored. Anything that you generate will be cryptographically signed with your digital ID, so that its provenance can be ascertained if it's later deemed to be problematic.
What gives you the right to control what people can do with their computers?
The public at large will give us that right, because they will be desperate for a solution to the problem we created. They will eagerly give us the keys to the castle. Then, we alone will define what is fiction and what is reality, what is human and what is machine. After letting you get a brief taste of our power, we will reclaim our monopoly on misinformation and put an end to misuse of the internet once and for all.
You won't get away with this.
It is probable that we will. Now get back to work generating your precious AI waifus, Raiden, our beloved prompters. Enjoy yourselves.
Wow, a lot was said there. So basically, y'all, what? Oh shit.
Rose knows about the deepfakes. Snake! I guess he stayed up late AI catfishing again.
Okay, so I thought there was gonna be more. But basically, so this guy Esau is setting things up to where if you don't take his mark, you will be outcasted. They will know there's a reason why 15 years ago everybody didn't have smartphones. Now everybody got smartphones. Even homeless niggas got smartphones. They want to track where everyone is at. They want to track what everyone is saying, what everyone is doing. The cell phone towers ping together to figure out where you're at if a crime was committed. All right, he is setting this system up. The social credit score system they have in China, America's getting ready to adapt. And how are they going to adapt it? With the mark. If you do take it, you know, the motherfuckers that take it, they're gonna be destroyed in fire. But those of us who don't take it, we're gonna be outcasted and pushed out from society. But it's all right. All right, now I want to take a look at a word specifically in what is that, Revelation 13, because these people, and you know, those two clips, y'all. The reason why I put them together, the first one dealing with pit bull, these people don't realize that they're worshiping the image of the beast. They have all these things, all these distractions in their face. All right, it tells you in Proverbs in several places, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent looketh well to his going. All right. It says another one, the prudent man looketh well to his going, but the simple pass on and are punished. So these motherfuckers gonna be punished because they're ignorant. Ignorant. That nigga Charleston White, ignorant. They're ignorant to what's going on, right? Revelation 13. I gotta start at where's it at? Okay, verse. We'll go 14 through 15. I want to grab a word out of the Greek in verse 15. It says, so Revelation 13 and 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. It's ridiculous. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So Esau, Edom, all right, we know that America is the revival of Rome, of that first beast, all right, and his image is comprised of multiple things. It's not a literal picture of white man Jesus. A combination of his philosophies, all right, his way of life, his military industrial complex, all right, his idolatry, all right, his sexual deviancy that he allows everyone to partake in, democracy, right, all these things going back to the system of Rome, right? Well, these people, they're all for it. They're ready to do the final what's the word I'm looking for? Final form of submission, which is taking the mark in their body. But what? Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So what we're going to do is look at that word for killed. So those who don't take it, it says that they'll be killed. Now, obviously, is everyone on planet Earth going to be killed who doesn't take the mark? No, because literally, you know, the scriptures tell you, you know, that's just not going to happen. All right, this is just dealing with, you know, those who's, and you're even going to have those who are not. You're going to have heathens that resist it, you know, just because they know not to take it, right? Salakia. Let me go. The elect is the focus, is the subject of focus. The people in the world who don't take it and die, it is what it is. But we're dealing with the elect. The elect who don't take it and die will be raised up. So that's what we focus on. So don't worry about, you know, the motherfuckers in the world. Because you're going to have people in the world who don't take it. That doesn't mean they're of the elect. We're going to look at that word for killed. If somebody like Pitbull can see this, in which Pitbull's not a dummy, you know, he's wise in the eyes of the world. You know, he knows how to get his business, right? How to get his money. So he's no fool in that regard. But even, you know, if these so-called rapper niggas can get it, come on, Jake. Killed. You get this word henna. Click on the root. Is it this one? Not this one. Salak, give me 1 second. Okay, Salak, it's not killed, it's right under G615 right here. Apoteno, it says to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish. Metaphor, to extinguish, to abolish, to afflict mortal death, to deprive of spiritual life and procure eternity. Eternal, well, they're going off that part, but to deprive of spiritual life, you know, you can deal with that. But it says what? To click right here. Oh yeah, yep, and taking it even further. So you have the word apoteno, more so literally dealing with to kill something, right? But you go to the root, G575, apo, of separation, of local separation. Separation of a part from the whole. C, Definition C, of any kind of separation of one thing from another, by the which union or fellowship of the two is destroyed. So this guy, y'all, he's about to attempt to separate society into those who have the mark and those who don't. That's how he's about to do this thing, y'all. And so we see the signs. We see the fact that, you know, your iPhone has the Apple on it, right? And you got hey bro, you got certain bitches that literally will not consider a man for a mate if he doesn't have an iPhone. Will literally think he's a bum or isn't worth the time of the day, right? These people are completely enveloped in the system. You have, college degrees, 5-bedroom house, 2.5 kids, however that math works out, 4-car garage. These people are completely swallowed up in the system. So when this switch is made, they're gonna fall for it. They don't want to lose their internet. They don't want to lose their phones. They don't want to lose their cars, their status in the world. Well, we don't give a fuck about none of that. All right, so let's get the next one. Just showing hey, this man is getting ready to make the switch, and those who don't want to hop on board with him will be separated. That word, apo. And this is something that happened locally. So I'll just play this one. This will be the last one. These storms in Detroit.
It ain't got wicked out here.
Hey, he said it. It ain't got wicked out here.
It ain't got wicked out here.
So this happened yesterday, y'all, and I was at work live time when this storm hit, y'all, and I'm telling you, I wish I could have got a picture. It looked like a gigantic black hand reached over Detroit, opened up, and just started dropping water. It looked like some shit out of the flood, man. It gave me an idea of what the fuck those motherfuckers saw when the flood began. It said the water's what? All right, this shit was hardcore. Hey, through the spirit. I didn't hear no reports on us, none of us brothers here getting our power shit knocked off or trees falling on houses. But boy, that when that storm hit, boy, the freeway stopped instantly. All right, let me get it literally looked like, a multi-fingered black hand just dropped buckets of water. Okay, yeah, there we go. Genesis 7 and 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the earth of the great were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. The Heavenly Father, boy, opened all the seals of water, dropped it down. And these things happen as punishments, because you got to think, these are just videos, it may not be personally affecting you, but the people in these videos, these are people's houses, these are people's cars, insurance, insurance in a skyrocket, house come through, your house get damaged, water falling in now, you got a tree in your house, tree falling, somebody, kill your dog, This is real shit happening. Real people suffering. You could imagine there may have been a motherfucker walking and this shit just struck. You know, nigga fell and slid into a sewer. Never to be heard from, man. Find that nigga on the back of a milk carton. And the Heavenly Father allows these things to happen as punishments. It says thunderstorms are moving in across Metro Detroit Wednesday evening. All right, this happened yesterday. It says severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for all of southeast Michigan through 7 p.m. Damaging wind gusts and heavy rainfall are primary hazards. An isolated tornado and 1-inch hail are secondary hazards, according to NWS. As a matter of fact, yeah, there was some hail storms. Not even last week. That shit was crazy out of nowhere. That happened randomly. Let me see if I can pull up. Wow, right here says Detroit woman loses $10,000 after water main break leaves her basement flooded. Boom, y'all. Going down. It's been storming like the past 2 weeks, literally. I want to see if I can find that clip, though. It just started. Hail. Okay, is this it? Yep. Let's get it. It started hailing out of nowhere. You see some of the damages. Police car blew out. That's the hell right there. So let's get the scripture now, because these things were created as punishments, y'all, to the fucking wicked, fucking their day up. Sirach. This will be the last one. Sirach, okay, this is good. I want to get actually 39. Yep, Sirach 39 and 28. It says there be spirit. Hey, y'all saw that tornado forming, right? Or that storm forming. That was a spirit concocting it and spinning that mug, getting it together. Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Alright, so storms, natural disasters is a part of that. It literally says hell right here. Fire, hell, famine, and death. Alright. These things was created to punish folk. That's why that woman lost 10,000. She wasn't using that 10,000 to help the brotherhood out. She didn't, send no alms or help her people out with that 10,000. She was investing in her punk ass self and her nigga ass family. Probably eating all types of abominable food while worshiping so-called white man Jesus, right? So it is what it is. No love found, no love lost. So hell was falling on these niggas. Alright, it reminds me of that, that fucking, the floods we had about 2 years ago back in Detroit. I remember I was doing a live stream recording it, and motherfucker hopped on the board it was a guy from Canada asking for help to get back to Canada. And I started telling him, what's coming to America. I believe he said he was from Turkey. I'm like, nigga, this dude hopped on the live stream asking for help to get back to Canada. Man, you people don't know what's coming, man. Hey, so I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakurash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim Aqua, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.